Hello, my name is Tolly. I am the commander of the U.S. Dragonfly. We recently arrived back from a 2-year mission on Mars, in which we also captured an asteroid and put it into orbit. We found some fossils, we believe, on this asteroid. I will now let my team introduce themselves.
I am Miles McCoskey. I am the life support and safety expert.
My name is Justin Jago, and I'm the chief engineer of the ship.
My name is Jasper Seals. I'm the public reservation director.
Make sure we speak up here, guys. Sometimes these wireless mics up front don't catch a lot of sound, so make sure we're speaking up. Thank you, Dragonfly, for being here today. We're so excited that we get the chance to interview you after you've returned from your mission. Can you tell us a little bit about what your mission objective was in the first place?
Our mission objective originally was to help bring in some metals from asteroids to help sort of fund terraforming efforts on Mars.
Exciting. Can you tell us any more about those terraforming efforts?
Well, actually, that and also some other things. We grabbed some asteroids from the asteroid belt and found various metals that would help us in structures on Mars, for instance, iron and nickel. And we also found some other rare metals that would help us on Earth. We found some palladium and some platinum, which can help us reduce carbon emissions and such from cars.
Exciting news, exciting news. Can you tell us a little bit about how you captured these asteroids from the asteroid belt and brought them back in? That's really it's a really novel idea. I'd like to hear more about how it was done.
Well, our main spaceship had other unmanned ships on it, and so we landed on Mars and sent those out to find the asteroids, and we were remotely controlling them from Mars. And when we would find them, we would bring them back into orbit to investigate them further. And that's also where we found the singular asteroid with the fossil on it.
We used a metal claw to help us grapple onto the asteroids and put us into orbit.
Exciting. That is it's amazing technology being deployed now. So tell us a little bit about this fossil. I keep hearing about a fossil. This is groundbreaking news for a find of a fossil in outer space.
We haven't done much research into it yet. We are still going over that. However, it does have, we don't really know that much about it. It does have the structures of life, and it's an actual bone composite as opposed to metal or rocks.
Great, thank you. We'll be excited to hear more about that in the future when people get a chance to dig more into that fossil. That's going to be an exciting news for the whole planet to hang on to there. So you've told us some about the value of your mission and how it's contributing to life on the idea of life on Mars and to the terraforming, but did you carry any other experiments with you into space that might be contributing to other science?
We brought some tree saplings with us and some dirt. We planted them on Mars after we made sure that there was some oxygen in the air.
Great. So, why was this team selected for this mission?
Well, I personally was selected for this mission because I have some extensive background knowledge into many STEM fields, and I've been into space quite a few times.
I believe that I was chosen because of my recent training and tests showing my levels of patience.
I was chosen because I was helped design and build the rocket. So if anything were to go wrong, I would know how to fix it.
I was chosen because I have great people skills, and I felt that I can help this space mission become more successful, that command center in Houston.
Thank you, thank you. It's great to know that we have real experts, people with experience, and then we've got a real leader here in astronaut Jasmine, helping to lead this team and bring them forward to success, to have success on their mission. Are there any specific phenomena, any other phenomena that any members of the team, either together or on their own, would like to study in space in the future?
We believe that we may be able to find life closer to Earth than we expected due to this recent find of the fossil. We plan to go exploring and looking at more planets and seeing if we can find any signs of life on them.
Was this this team's first mission together, jointly?
Yes, this was our first team working together.
Do you intend to work together more in the future on these future missions?
We plan on going on a future expedition to find out where this fossil came from together.
Exciting. So, did you guys run into any unexpected challenges along the way here?
Well, we didn't really run into anything unexpected or challenging, but there was a brief period of adjustment for everyone with nausea and headaches as we adjusted to our new environment.
Good to hear. Glad everyone was able to adjust and get over that discomfort. So, who sponsored this mission?
Well, we were employed by NASA. However, some other companies did help with the funds. Some more private investors.
Great. How long were you guys in space? How long did your mission last?
Roughly 2 years.
2 years. Wow. So for that long time, do you feel like you're feeling any having any difficulty readjusting to life on Earth?
Yes, we believe this will occur, or this will affect us for a while.
Great.
Hopefully we get back into it sooner though than later.
Good. I'm sure you guys are excited to get back to your research and on to further missions. So, what comfort of your life on Earth do you guys feel like you missed the most while you were in space?
Definitely family.
I miss well, my family and friends. However, also just general routine stuff being a little bit more complicated.
Denny's.
I understand.
Family and friends.
It would be very difficult to be away from your family for 2 long years. We, the public, would like to thank you for your sacrifice and for everything you've done to help contribute to science and to the future of humanity. That said, are there any questions that the media pool would like to ask of Team Dragonfly after their return?
For the health expert, I would like to ask if there were any anomalies along the way and how you like kept everyone healthy.
Well, since everyone is basically in top condition for the mission, nothing went terribly wrong. But like I said, there were some brief periods of nausea and headaches at the beginning.
And how did you keep everyone healthy?
Well, we had some exercise equipment, obviously, and we have dietitians talking to us while we're in space, communicating with us, so that also keeps us healthy.
If the members of the media pool could please speak up when they ask their questions. Remember that you are distanced from the microphones.
So you said you found a fossil on the asteroid. What does it look like?
We cannot expose that information.
It's classified.
Yes.
Yeah, John C. Miller here, CEO of Denny's. I love that you're repping our brand. Thank you so much for that. What kind of food did you eat on the mission, and how can Denny's and our family of restaurants improve the quality of astronaut food?
Well, we just had, regular packs, meals most of the time, like I said, like normal. But in the future, it would be great if Denny's could specialize maybe like a Denny's on Mars or something. Denny's and NASA, you know.
Come and see me afterwards. I like the way you think.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, so I would like to ask about the fossil. Do you know roughly how big it is? Is it like microscopic or like?
It's a couple of meters in diameter. Do you have a question?
Was Denny's one of your sponsors and they forced you into saying that you liked them?
No, I just like Denny's.
Are there any other questions from the media pool today?
Yeah.
I'm an undisclosed executive of Ford Motor Company. You don't need to know my name. I'm curious about the palladium you discovered and how that could possibly help to filter out carbon emissions in our gas-hogging vehicles.
Well, palladium and platinum are great catalysts. They can be used in catalytic converters to help speed up some chemical reactions, which would turn the carbon monoxide and the nitrogen oxide that are being expelled from car engines into the harmless nitrogen and more harmless carbon dioxide.
Are there any other applications other than automobiles for this kind of filtering?
I do not know. However, I'm sure we could find some more uses if we study it more. Yes?
What psychological effects did staying together in a small enclosed mostly space for 2 years in such a small group of people, what psychological effects did that have on the individuals on the mission?
Well, these individuals happen to be, albeit somewhat annoying, but
Aren't we all?
it was better to have more people, or it was better to have 2 people around than it would have been if just one of us was in this isolated environment alone.
And we had people talking to us almost all the time from Earth, so it wasn't really that bad.
It's my understanding that Jasmine pulled some really long hours in Houston to try to make sure to keep you guys in contact with the Earth and in contact with your families as much as possible, right?
Yes, thank God.
Try to keep our hopes up.
Yes?
You guys mentioned that it was like a 2-year-long trip, and you guys landed on Mars.
Yep.
Right. So how did you how did exactly how did you get so much fuel?
Well, see, I designed the space, the U.S. Dragonfly, and I made sure that when we take off, we're not using any of the main ship's fuel. We're using secondary rockets from fuel to get the speed to get there, and from there, we can use its fuel.
And-
what kind of fuels did you guys use?
Well, we actually used hydrogen gas because we were using a nuclear thermal propulsion system, which allowed us to use different kinds of fuels, and that also allowed us to use it more efficiently and use and have less weight being pushed than if we used a more generic rocket fuel.
Speaking of, the rockets actually produced 119 million pounds of thrust.
It's incredible.
Yes?
You said that you checked Mars for oxygen.
Well, we didn't check Mars for oxygen. We helped create some oxygen from the, well, you see, Mars has a lot of iron oxide, a lot of rusted iron on it. We basically created some oxygen for the atmosphere and also some iron too by separating the iron from the oxygen from the iron, which allowed us to, have more, or allowed us to have oxygen to start off with, plus some iron to build with.
And you said that you put a tree up there.
Yes, we put a tree up there.
Is there carbon dioxide up there from the tree?
There is oxygen from the tree, and there's carbon dioxide from when you're breathing.
But nobody's there now.
No, nobody's there now, but we plan to go back soon. Hopefully the tree doesn't
Is the
die.
tree okay?
I'm sure that a scientific expedition like this left a source of carbon dioxide for this tree. Mr. Bittinger of Fox News over here, I think,
Yeah.
questioning everyone's science.
Yes.
Since you guys have been in space for 2 years, I would like to know if you guys had any problem with toiletry issues, since that.
This is your man to talk to.
That is one of the things that I miss most about Earth is, when I said normal routines that were a little bit more annoying, that's basically what I meant.
So how did you guys fix or get rid of the bio waste?
Well, we used it to make manure for the tree. So it has protein.
Which
and stuff.
is
And we recycled our other waste as drinking water. Yes?
My question, a normal one this time, is for Jasmine of Mission Control. Were there any unique challenges in contacting a team that was so far away from Houston?
No,
You just had it figured out, huh?
no.
Used the most advanced technologies to
Wow.
get there for us.
Yes?
I would like to ask, who was your most expensive sponsor, or who sponsored the mission, and how much it cost you?
We are legally bound not to talk about that.
We can say it was very luxurious.
You could also say it wasn't Denny's.
It was not Denny's.
Yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were there any major problems with the ship itself along the journey?
The ship itself actually held together and pretty well. There were not many problems with it.
And even if there was, we had multiple tech cameras to gathering data on the ship, and if there's any leaks, if something's rusting, if anything like that's happening, so we can fix it quick.
We have time for a couple more questions, if there are any more from the press corps.
How did you supply water to the tree?
We supplied it from some water that we found in the asteroid.
It's an exciting find finding water in that asteroid. We're excited to see where that might take us from here.
So was the water from the same asteroid as the fossil?
Yes.
Be time for one more question. We can only take one more question from the media corps here.
Did you only catch one asteroid, and roughly how big was it?
Well, yeah, we only caught one asteroid. It was roughly 5 kilometers in diameter. So, yeah.
All right, press corps, thank you for your questions. Hold your applause, please. Before you go, is there any final thing that you would like to leave us with before you have to leave and go back to your post return quarantine here?
Get the rocks, throw them at Kyle.
Great.
I didn't bring them.
I understand that sentiment. Thank you guys for coming here, for giving us your time, and we're excited to see what further advancements come out of the exciting research you've been doing on Mars.